We finally got the whole team back together. I don't have the flu anymore. Um, and we are joined by a very special guest, Jacques Patrick, number 9 in our heart, in the programs, the number 1 in our hearts, blasting through all them defensive linemen for
The
us all
beast.
season. So I am Jorge, aka El Mariachi, joined by SAJ, Miss Jackie, 210 Brahmasita, and DJ, who lives in the Alamo basement.
That's false.
Boom.
That's false.
so,
Oh no.
so Jacques, thank you so much for joining us today. I know the fans are really excited to have you on the show. And really, all we want to do is, I mean, we're not here to talk X's and O's. I know you got a big tryout coming out with the Broncos here coming up, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But we really just want to get to know you. I know you guys didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in San Antonio, so this is our chance to really connect with you from fan base to player. Although, as I've told all the other players that have come, on the show, we loved having you here. But we also hope we don't see you back here and you see you lighting up scoreboards in the NFL next year,
No,
or this upcoming season this year actually. So how you feeling, man? I know you were just telling us before the show that you're heading up to Denver pretty soon. So how you feeling, man? Like, you feeling good? You feeling ready?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for the opportunity. Like, I kind of took a week off that week. It was, I would say, 2 weeks ago. I took that week off, and I gave myself a little time to recover, from the season. Then just pretty much got back into the lab, just start working on my game. I figured, that I would get opportunities, because based on the conversations I had with coach and our director of player personnel, teams are reaching out. So I just wanted to make sure that I kept myself in good shape and was just prepared for any opportunity that came about. So and Denver was the opportunity that came about for me, man. I'm super excited for it, and I just gotta do what I'm capable of. And I know I'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think that one of the cool things about the XFL, what it's done to a lot of us, is that it's just completely shattered our fandom of NFL teams because we've gotten attached to you guys as players. So, like, I know my wife is a Denver Broncos fan, and when she heard you were going to try out for the Broncos, she's like, "Well, then if he makes it, I might have to get myself a new jersey this year."
Yeah,
And she's like, "Are you gonna get?" And I'm I grew up a Packers fan, and she's like, "Are you gonna get a jersey?" And I'm like, maybe. Maybe. I was like, don't tell any of my Packers friends, but maybe.
yeah,
But I'm saying, like, it's just completely blown away, like, the impact that you guys had on us as a city and as fans is just amazing. So we can't thank you enough for finding a way to unite. I mean, I can't, like I said, as a Packers fan, being able to break bread and have beers with Vikings fans and Broncos fans and Cowboys fans like this one down below, Patriots fans, it's just been amazing. But had you had any experience, in San Antonio before the Brahmas?
Now, my first time was when I first. Well, I actually went there like a week before our first game, but just when I joined the Brahmas, that was my first experience in San Antonio. Really being my really world first experience being in Texas. Through the XFL, man, and it's just amazing. Because you always hear the stories about how football is everything in Texas, and I'm from Florida. Football is big here, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just
Florida boy.
like it was just a different passion. As far as the people that supported us, especially in San Antonio, man. Like, I just remember we first came out that first game against St. Louis, and like the atmosphere was unreal, And for some guys, they come from different schools or different levels of pros, and just to experience that, I feel like it was more personable, you know, with the XFL compared to the NFL as far as fan engagement. And it was just awesome experience, man. It just I got a chance to see a good city in San Antonio, something that I probably would never have even been there, if it weren't for the XFL, and now I got a city I can go to when I'm in Texas outside of Dallas, or Houston, like I feel like I can go to San Antonio anytime now and enjoy myself, just to the things that was there available for us and things I got to see there. So it was a very cool experience just to experience what football is like in San Antonio.
Well, you'd be welcome with open arms, I can tell you that. Anytime. So I
So
think
I've
Jason,
got
you
to
had a
ask.
question, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've got to ask this. So, Mr. Patrick, and I definitely call you Mr. Patrick because you 100% earned my respect this season with just
Appreciate
tearing up those defensive linemen and just showing what it is to be a true running back. Um, Let me ask you this. You've had a chance to play in several different cities now with the XFL representing the Brahmas. Who do you think had the rowdiest fan base in the XFL?
He gonna say us.
Yeah,
To say it though.
when you look at it, like the other teams that rivaled our fan base was like St. Louis and DC. We didn't play it in those venues. So like as far as like who it was always us. You know what I'm saying? We knew when we came home and played, like we was going to have that advantage. We knew that we were going to have a significant amount of people in there compared to what we played on the road and things like that. We because we even played in Arlington, and Arlington they didn't have much, like they didn't have much people there. I mean, they were in Dallas, but a lot of that was because we were there. It was a lot of our people there, So
Mm-hmm.
Dang, he confirmed it.
100%, man.
He confirmed it.
Us right
100%.
here.
So I guess on that note, when in that Arlington game, did you guys really feel that Brahmas fan presence? Because what we were told by other fans is that we completely drowned out the Arlington fans. But did you guys, like, from the sideline, you guys knew we were there? You guys felt the presence of the fans?
100%. I recall the moment when I really felt that it was like we had got the ball back. They had just missed the field goal. It was like 4 minute mode for us. I had
Mm-hmm.
broke a long run, and we are just like draining the clock out to win the game, and then we're gonna kick the field goal, whatever, like 40 some seconds left. And as you remember, after every first down, you can just hear it, and it was crazy. I was like, this is pretty much a home game for us at this point. You know
Yup.
how
Yes, I
Yup.
love it.
that's pretty dope, man. That's like one of the best like feelings for a team. When you go on the road and your fan base take over. I've been part of some teams. I was in San Francisco. I don't know if you guys follow that team much in that fan base, but that fan base travels. And it kind of like
Mm.
gave me that feeling again. We on the road, but this is like a home game for us.
Oh,
For
that's
sure, for sure.
awesome.
All right. Look, here go me, right? All right. So
And then he froze. No. I'm gonna go then since he's frozen. What was
Go
your
ahead,
favorite
Jackie.
moment?
hold up.
You froze. You were like
I
totally
froze?
frozen.
Yeah.
You're frozen
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I'm not frozen.
Go ahead.
Am I frozen still?
Okay.
That's
No,
crazy.
No, you're
I
good.
don't.
Go
I don't
quick
know what's
though.
going on. But anyway, all right. So look, before I freeze again. But yeah, so you go to the Tampa Bay Vipers, right? So, and I saw you in Tampa Bay. You was going crazy. So I already knew. As soon as we went with the first pick, and when they said Jacquez, I was like, bro, let's go. We about to get a solid running back in the backfield. So I knew what time it was.
I can't with
It's time to freeze.
It's exactly 10 o'clock in Texas. So in case anyone
So
8, 10
was
how
o'clock.
do you hold on? I'm still froze.
Yeah,
You keep
frozen.
You're good now.
freezing.
I'm gonna try with my phone. But anyway, how
Quick.
before I freeze again, how do you experience? I mean, how do you explain the experience that you have from 2020 to now in the XFL?
Like far as like fan experience or like just
Just in general.
as a player.
Yeah.
It was much different this time. It was um I feel like everything was close knit. Everything was like more so together. They wanted everything to be they wanted everyone to create relationships. I feel like this time around, the first time around, I felt more like the NFL. Like what the NFL really is like, you know what I'm saying, is a business. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 53 individual businesses when you look at it that way. I feel like that's what the XFL was more like this first time. I mean, the first time compared to this time, but just being, we was in Tampa. You know, we had a good some games we had good fan experiences, which was cool, but it wasn't like it was in San Antonio. You know, so it was a really cool experience though, man. Because just being able to, it's always been it's good being able to meet new guys, and go to war with different guys, a new set of guys, you know what I'm saying, to get to come and go, because we all come in, for the most part, we all come together not knowing each other. In the end, you might leave as brothers, you might leave as friends, you know what I'm saying? Like you might not talk to the person again, you know what I'm saying? But in the day, for the most part, you're gonna leave with something that impacted you, and that's the one thing about this one. I say I left with something that very impactful. You know what I'm saying? It's just it was for me. I just learned a different. Like it was a bunch of lessons learned, and you know what I'm saying. Everything didn't go our way, but we were always so close. And we're a couple inches away from making the playoffs. And
Literally.
I really felt like if we went if we made the playoffs, we'd have beat Houston. You know what I'm saying? We would
Oh
have
yeah.
Fact.
and we'd have a chance, and if we would have had a chance to play DC again, we would beat them. So
A hundred
um,
percent.
that, that's just how close it is from
Hey,
being at home and then being in the championship, and that's why that's like what some of the, like, there's so many lessons I learned just from this past season that were very valuable.
I love that. Well, let me ask you on a good note, like what was your favorite part of the season? I know it's probably hard to pick like one moment, but what's one that just kind of pops out in your head?
Uh, I would say my favorite part of the season was when we beat Orlando the second time, because we started we got in our minds we were in playoff mode from week 5, and we had to have that game, and we went down early in that game. Like it was do or die, like we had to win that game, and we went down early and we fought back, and we made things happen, and we won that game. And that just showed, like, for us and to the fans that, like, man, like, no matter what, we're gonna fight, to make sure that, we represent the Brahmas well. You know what I'm saying? We At the end of the day, we're representing ourselves, but we're representing that logo on the front as well. So uh, that was like a cool moment for me, just personally, because it's just a seeing that, because we could have easily just tuck it in, you know, with being in that situation. Like if we lost that, we didn't hit that, then there's nothing to play for when we play DC, and man, we just fought. Like even that DC game, even though we lost, it was just so much. We just fought, man. We just fought, and we just came up short. But it's the fight, man. It's the things that you remember. The battle is the battle that you remember. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're always gonna remember the outcome, but you're gonna remember those specific parts of the battle that, like, that shaped the guys and the team.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
no, and that fight was definitely present in the last two games. I mean, we got to witness it firsthand there in the Alamo Dome, and I think we felt it in the stands. It was just, especially that DC game. It was, for a little bit there, it was getting kind of scrappy. On the field,
Yeah.
just you could tell that there was some real emotions going in there. And so, with that being said, was there? I know that you had mentioned, like, this version of the XFL felt a lot more like family. We definitely saw that. Whenever someone got injured, it wasn't just the training staff that went out there. Like the whole team was like, "Is our boy okay?"
Yeah.
So that really resonated with us as a community. But would you say, was there a team that you had that you're like, man, I just nothing to get, like, you didn't have anything personal against any one player, but it's like this, I want to beat this team in particular just because I don't like them. Like, was there
Uh,
any of that?
I guess I would say Orlando. I'm from Orlando. I'm in Orlando right now, actually. I'm
Mm.
from Orlando.
You got to beat the hometown.
Yeah. That was just kind of, and the thing I really wanted to is because they shared the same field as us.
Mm.
Now, I didn't like how they used to just walk out, like take their time coming off the field, and how they used to go about, just watch, like they walking out like they just was the best team, and I ain't like how they carried themselves. Ball game, we
Nice.
had that one we had to win, and we went 2-0 against them, so they can't say nothing. Yeah, they're
Love
in
it.
the for sure.
Yeah, and I think all of us. I mean, I know a lot. My least favorite team is Arlington for
I
reasons, um, but I know like everyone had like their. I feel like had their team that they're like we got to beat that team just because we don't like them. And we have actually a fan here. Who wants to send you a little message. After one of your touchdowns at the Dome, you almost broke his hand from how crazy things got.
He's the luchador.
Nice. Yep.
I'll be hyped up those touchdowns, man. Like I saw, I had seen the replay, like after the game. I'm like, man, I slapped his hand way too hard. Funny though.
How was your experiences with the culture here? It's different. I know it's different from me, so I know you're a Florida boy, so I know it's like way different.
Nah, it's cool though. It's like it's a lot of good food. I'm always trying to find like good food spots. So like, we went to a couple of different places. We went to this wing spot. I used to go to Fred Brown, the receiver, because he was my roommate. We used to always like go and get like dinner the night before the game. And we went to a few different places. There was one place, I don't remember the name of it. It wasn't too good. That's the only down part. I don't remember the name of it, but I know I ain't going back there.
You don't want to drop the name.
I would, even if I did remember, I wouldn't do that because maybe it was just a bad day in the kitchen for him.
You gotta look out for me because I don't want to go there.
It was a bad day in the kitchen. They had some good on the plumber too.
A bad day in the kitchen.
If you come back to San Antonio, I'll tell you right now, want some of the best wings? Wayne's Wings. It's a little bit of a drive from downtown, but Wayne's Wings, oh man, I mean they're big. You're almost.
They got some crazy flavors too.
Man,
yeah.
He went to a wing spot. It wasn't close to downtown either, so it could have been. I don't know. It might have been that.
It might have been Wayne's Wings.
Yeah, it was crazy. Those crazy. They had like a bunch of different flavors. So I got like a hot lemon pepper.
That's my favorite. That's my go-to.
Yeah, hot lemon pepper with the rim.
Man, she must have got the good cook.
Nice.
No, it wasn't that place that they had the bad food. It was the place on the Riverwalk.
Oh, well, that's the problem right there. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you got wings on
there.
You
go.
I mean, you got food on the Riverwalk.
That explains everything. You said it was on the Riverwalk. I'm like, oh, okay, that explains it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we love to boast about our Riverwalk, like, I'll be honest, there's better food options out there. So
yeah, it can definitely be hit and miss on the Riverwalk for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we should just try a different.
So let me ask you.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think he froze.
Okay.
No, you go, Jay.
Did I freeze?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and ask you this, Mr. Patrick. You've had the most time learning under coach. What was that experience like for you, learning under someone as dynamic and as charismatic as coach? What was that experience like for you?
Oh, just seeing him throughout my younger years growing up and watching him on TV. He's a talker. He played with passion, and he has those same things when he coached, man. And coaches want to win, So he was just trying to find ways each and every week to put us in position to be successful. And man, like I was just always telling him, like, Coach, I got you, man. Like I'm gonna deliver for you. Just count on me. You know what I'm saying? And when me and Balaj was kind of splitting the load early in the season, and once he went down, man, it was just like, Coach, I got you, Coach. Like you picked me first for a reason. I got you. Just like, you know what I'm saying? And man, it was just from, I remember, I think it was like week 5. From that week on, man, it's just getting a chance to fulfill my word that I gave him, and
you dropped the 80 and the 96. So I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you definitely lived up to your end.
Yes, sir.
So
Man, it was cool though, man. You know, it was a couple games. You know, that Houston game was cool. Like you can play certain teams. You know, you watch them on tape, and you're like, okay, I can have a successful day here. You know, if he can block it right, and we can do the things that on our end, there's nothing they can do to stop us. You know, um, and well, obviously, I don't. We changed our OC like I think week 4, week 5, one of those weeks. We went with our running back coach. So I'm in there with him when he's making a play. I'm like, yeah, all right, coach, you run the ball this week, you know. It's just, you know, it was cool though, you know. And once he went to OC, like obviously he's the running back coach, so he's gonna call a lot of run plays. I mean, he's with the running backs the most, so um, you know, he's confident in what we can do. You know, spending the most time with us and you know, seeing us on a day-to-day basis and talking to us and you know, hearing from us and knowing that we know our assignments and things like that, knowing that we can execute. So man, it was cool. Just you know, the whole experience, just being around Coach Ward. Um, you know, he texted me the other day. You know, when I got the Broncos thing and just supporting me, man. You know, obviously he wants to see me, you know, get that opportunity. You know,
That's what's up.
and I appreciate him for that. You know, I appreciate him, bringing me, being a part of something special like the Brahmas. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, this is a legal opportunity, and I mean, it was nothing like it though, man. It was cool. It was such a fun experience. Like you know, just being around different guys and being around, you know, him and even Coach Porter, like Coach Johnson, like even all the coaches, man, they were cool. So even the players, man, it was a wonderful experience for me.
Perfect.
excellent,
I
man.
know you mentioned Balaj. So, what was it like for you when he went down and knowing you had to carry the load from there?
Oh man, it was unfortunate. It was sad, man, just to see it because like we were literally talking right before it, and he was like, you know, his Achilles was tight, and I was like, man, just let me, you know, I got you if you need it. You know what I'm saying? And we always do that. If someone's like, you know, not 100%, we always like, all right, I'll pick up your load today, you know, and we can just do it like that, you know. And he's a competitor, you know, so if he's not, if he ain't fully hurt, or if he's capable of being out there, he's gonna be out there, you know. And unfortunately, like he went out there, man, he ran like a little route the backfield, and it didn't look anything crazy. And it just I remember he got hurt. That was actually a crazy day because he got hurt, and then the very next play, Jack Cohen got,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like,
No.
this is crazy. Like so we're I think that was a week we played Arlington that week in Dallas, and we started just one pass, and we had the other quarterback Kirk. He was only there 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So like we're like, all right. And at that point, I knew like, all right, if I'm gonna have a chance today, it's gonna be because of me. You know, we gonna have to run this ball, and you know, because Jawan is his first start. You know, and I've been playing all year. You know what I'm saying? They brought me here to be the guy for the team. This is the day I gotta show that's what I, you know. And you know, it was a pretty good game. You know, we executed well. We got the W that day, man. I think that was a step in the right direction for us. You know, and we should have beat Arlington both times, in my opinion. They weren't that good to me.
Period.
Hey, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one.
Yeah,
Truth, truth.
I couldn't believe that first time they beat us, man. It was just like it was always some weird stuff happening to us, man. It was we played St. Louis. They were up 15 through the minute, 27 seconds to go. Like it was just it's just the coin didn't always flip our way, man. So, but we definitely should have beat them both times. And then Houston the last time that overtime it was just crazy.
Man, making us relive
Yeah.
this.
I'm getting my heart palpitations again just thinking
Uh,
about it.
I try to think about it. I honestly, personally, I can't watch that championship game because I feel like we should truly be there, but you know, and I it's gonna hurt when I because I feel like Arlington's gonna win the game.
Oh, don't say that. Don't
I
Hey,
put
know.
that in the
I
atmosphere.
I told them a couple episodes ago. I was like, don't sleep on Arlington. And they wanted to keep clowning. I was like, see, they even out.
I'm gonna keep clowning them. I'm gonna keep clowning
I
them.
can tell you what though,
Yep.
it's gonna be a lot of yellow out there. So
Oh, for sure.
that's all I got to say about that.
It looks like ketchup and mustard out in the stands because no one's going for Arlington.
They play well
Yep.
on defense though. That's what gives them a chance.
Yeah.
And they got a new
Mhm.
quarterback that can put the ball downfield to their receivers. So, man, it's gonna be a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like people think DC just gonna go in there and steam.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. You know what I'm saying? DC has a solid team. You know they won. They only lost one game, but I didn't feel like they were notches above anybody. You know, I just felt like that. You know, things just went their way. You know, consistent. You know, so just think about it. You know, they iced our kicker. He made the field goal. We kick it again, and he misses it. You know what I'm saying? That's just
They won
football,
by
though.
2 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, football. You have to
Yep.
you have to be lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like that just comes with it. But yeah, man, it was. I think that'll be a good game though.
Well,
Yeah,
we all
man.
know the better team did not win on that DC game. That's for sure.
Man,
Yeah.
that was a tough one. That was a tough
And
one.
Yep.
trust, it's hard to want to go to the championship game knowing that we should be there as Brahmas fans. So I've just been telling myself, oh, it's just a celebration of football. It's a celebration of
Yeah.
football. Like that's all I can tell myself
Yep.
to make myself feel better. But I'm gonna be there like if it's a Brahmas game. So just enjoy the best of it.
No doubt, I agree, man. It's football, man. It's football, but it's football in San Antonio. Like you know, they gonna get the experience what we experienced all year. You know, so I can't even be mad about that. You know, San Antonio's a beautiful city to play some ball in. So I'm just excited for the city to get to even host that opportunity. So just look at the bright side of things.
Mm-hmm. They're only borrowing the house for a little while. That's it.
Yeah,
just for one game. That's it.
Get a 1 day lease.
Yeah, that's it.
They better clean up when they're done. That's all I'm saying.
You said what?
Yep.
They're not getting their deposit back either.
Nope.
Well, I think go ahead.
Yeah, Jacquez, we don't want to take too much of your time. We appreciate you being here, my man, and go give them hell in Denver. And you got San Antonio behind you 100%. We wish you the best of luck in the NFL. And like I said, if you're ever in the city, you're always going to be welcome back here with open arms. So we appreciate you spending some time with us. And like I said, we don't want to take too much of your time, but we appreciate the time that you did allow us to spend with you today.
I appreciate you guys having me on, man. It's been a wonderful time in San Antonio. I appreciate y'all's support, man. Forever a Brahma, always horns forward for me.
Love it.
There it is, baby.
There it is.
Forward.
I appreciate it. So I can just always express my gratitude. Thank you guys for even just having me on here. Thank you.
Of course.
We'll see you in Denver, Mile High. We'll see you Mile High.
Yeah, we'll see you in Mile High. Might see some yellow out there amongst the orange.
No doubt.
I will interject this though. You'd look pretty good in green and gold. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god.
Hey man, I'm a homer. I'm sorry.
Hey.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, Jacquez. You have a good night, man. You take care. Thank you again. And
once forward.
Take care, man. God bless.
Once forward. All right. So, everybody, Jacquez Patrick almost breaking the hand of our very own Dirty Toro. Remembering almost breaking his hand. That was awesome. Such a good guy, and I hope he does awesome in Denver. And the big bruiser is what I like to call him, and he's going to be running over people. Yeah,
the beast. That's what they call him.
Hey,
the beast.
Dirty Toro. I believe it's called the Lombardi Trophy. You wouldn't have one in your house though, so you wouldn't know.
Oh. Wait, who he like? Who Robert like?
The Vikings.
Oh.
Yep.
Exactly.
Kurt,
and here I am talking about like how the Brahmas just brought all the fans together. Now that the season's over, we're like, Yeah, I don't like you anymore.
They got my favorite receiver
It's
though, so I can't really talk too much.
I'm gonna
JJ.
say it's all in good fun, right? The one thing that the XFL has done, at least for this fan base here, has brought us together and given us that common thread, right? So now, whereas because I'm an old school Packers fan, we absolutely despised everybody in the NFC North, but now it's more like, ah, you know, you're still family, right? So we're gonna tease and talk a little bit of trash, but at the end of the day, right, that Brahmas association is what's most important. So,
Yeah,
that's where our loyalty is going to lie. So,
100%, 100%. So, all right, well, let's go on with the rest of the topics on our show today. So
We
we
got a
got
lot
some
of
pretty cool
players.
stuff. A
Yeah.
lot of players that are starting to get invites out there. Obviously, we've talked about Jack Cohn. He's got 2 invites out there. We got, Mr. Spicy Leg. He's definitely got the invite out to Detroit. I might be wearing a
Mm-hmm.
Lions jersey this year, which I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I even told him and messaged him. I was like, brother, you gonna make me wear a Lions jersey, really?
yep.
But I mean, who else? I mean, I know there's been so many people that
Luke
have been coming out.
Barku,
Barku is the
Matt
Browns,
Gotel.
Falcons. Jacquez is with the Broncos, and Cheedy is Steelers.
And that's one of the things that as the mini camps start to progress, off, the training camps, invites, final roster cuts, preseason games, all that stuff. That's one of the things that I definitely want to continue with the Brahma spirit even into the off season. So for everybody listening out there, we do want to continue to gather as Brahmas. You can go and support your NFL team for sure, but we do want to go and support our guys who are playing on whatever team it may be. This may be the first year that I watch a Browns game willingly. That's not against the Packers because Barku's on there, for example, or I go watch a Falcons game because Gotel's, he's on the roster, or I watch a Lions game because I want to see some field goals. So that's one of the things that we've been cooking
Derek
up.
Kelly too, a tackle. He going to Carolina.
Oh yeah, there you
Nice.
go. So there's
Nice.
another one. So for everyone out there listening, that's one of the things that we want to continue to do in the off season. So as things progress, as we see where people start to land, and where things are, we'll try to put some events together. Get some watch parties. Again, feel free to support your team. It is NFL season after all, but the gathering is something that we want to do together. Continuing the Brahmas family, so that way when next February rolls around, like I said before, it ain't like strangers meeting or people like, man, I ain't seen you in a couple months. It's been like, oh yeah, we were hanging out last week, and it's a family reunion. We're hanging out now. It's Brahmas time again.
Yeah.
So so that's one of the things that we got coming up. But
you got to figure it.
yeah.
Speaking of things coming up, I believe there's an event coming up this Friday, isn't there?
There is an event coming up this Friday.
Hold on, first before we move to the event, just one thing real quick. Just wanted to point out the all XFL.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
The all XFLs.
He got mad at me and left.
Teams, man, defensive we got 4 guys on defense that made it.
Yeah, we got 5 altogether.
And then the last one is the specialist, which Romo got that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was what? Jordan Williams,
Jay Will,
Drew, Delonte,
Luke, and Luke,
and John Parker Romo. Yeah. So we got a nice little chunk.
The spicy leg. Yeah, we got good representation on the XFL team for being, a team with what was our, comparatively speaking, I think we had the second worst record in the league, and I think that should tell you. That should tell you how strong our team actually was. The record did not reflect the product on the field, because you don't put people on the all XFL team and have
If they
that much
wasn't good.
representation, if they weren't good. So,
Right.
I'm just saying, the you see the people, who all are there, and the representation that we had.
Is that your Bluetooth?
There we go. Jay, you back?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm mobile on my phone, and it apparently didn't like being used for so long without air conditioning. So
Ah,
So
gotcha.
what's Friday?
So yeah, tell us, Jay.
Oh, yeah, back to
what's going on
Friday.
Friday.
So Friday, there's going to be a gathering of the minds, if you will, in the sense that we're going to be having the XFL Championship pregame super show. In a lot of the podcasts around are going to be invited, such as Your Horns Forward podcast, the X Fan Show, Smoking Guns podcast,
B-Hawk
B-Hawk
Live.
Live.
Talk Live, the Rough 'em Up podcast from Arlington. Sorry, I almost
Houston.
dropped my phone. I'm sorry, from Houston.
Don't disrespect them like that.
Texans Talking Football is going to be there. There's going to be a whole bunch of podcasts, and our whole objective is get together and just join forces and talk about what we love the most, which is the XFL. So
Yeah.
we definitely invite everybody that's watching across the XFL nation, everybody that's part of the X-Fan Legion, to come on out. If you can make it to Alamo, come support us. If not, make sure you tune in, throw out your questions, make sure you give Dirty a little bit of a hard time, and let's celebrate this thing called the XFL and Championship Weekend, man. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta make sure to remind our friends from St. Louis that they're in Texas again, and call still ain't the law down here. So
Definitely not.
and it ain't never
There's
gonna
no
be.
law of mine.
I don't even know what a call is.
Exactly.
So
I think
I do find it ironic that cause the law, yet a battle hawk is a helicopter that doesn't make that noise. So I still haven't quite figured that out. So
I don't know where they got. I don't know where they got that
You're gonna have
bird
to ask
from.
them that. You're gonna have to ask them that. But yeah, so everybody come out to Alamo Beer. The show starts at 6. Obviously we're gonna be hanging out a little bit afterwards, and just getting the festivities started Friday night there at Alamo Beer. Alamo Beer has been a fantastic partner to the Brahmas all season long. Apparently, from what I've been told, this is funny. We had a friend from Austin that came by yesterday, and she saw some of my Brahma beers in my fridge, and she said, "I've been seeing you drink these, like, in all the pictures. Like, I've been wanting to try it." And I'm like, I swear, like, that was totally not intentional. I just really like their beer. But yeah, I get in a lot of
Did she
pictures,
try
and
it?
I'm holding. She tried it. She liked it.
You
Yeah.
liked it? Okay. Cool.
But I'm just like, I get pictures in a lot of, there
Have
I
you not
am
had
holding
it,
the Brahma
DJ?
beer.
Have you not had it?
You said Jay or me?
You.
Oh, I had it. Yeah. I had it.
Oh.
I messed up because I had it I had it on an empty stomach, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" I started getting a
Oh, hey,
little.
drinking a tall boy on an empty stomach is
Yeah, I
rough.
started
that's
Yeah.
feeling a
never a
little
good
buzz.
idea.
I was like, "Let me just go get something to eat." But
Yeah.
actually, it's a everybody knows beer is like a acquired taste. Like everybody don't have that
Right.
taste
Right.
buds for beer. But
Why do you think I use chamoy?
Oh my
Spicy
God.
ketchup helps.
Yeah.
Spicy ketchup, baby.
I'm just telling you.
Oh
It
my
would make
God, Jackie.
it would make your beer life so much better.
I don't add ketchup to my drinks.
Well, it could, because again, chamoy is kind of an acquired taste also. So
Yeah, you gotta learn
it
to
could
like
make
it.
it better. Yeah, it may make it a little bit worse for DJ. We probably should start him out on something. We should probably start him out on something like beer.
I'm on a podcast. What do you mean? He asked would I be there. I'm a
Well,
part of the podcast, unless they kick me off before Friday.
No.
He's going.
I'm not gonna be late. Well, yes, I will be because 6 o'clock is early. So
Yeah. I
Right.
get out of
So
work
he'll be there at like 9:30.
ish.
Right. He'll be there up on them
when it's
clothes.
done. He's gonna be there right on time for karaoke for his first song.
Yeah,
Yep.
which reminds me, good point there, Jackie, is that, there is also going to be a karaoke event going on at Alamo Beer while we're having the Super Show. So afterwards, you drink enough Brahma beers, you get enough liquid courage, you go out there, sing your favorite karaoke song amongst the XFL fans, and forever be remembered as that guy who sang "Living on a Prayer" like completely drunk. So
Who's singing that?
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I'm not
Jason.
singing that.
I'll do it, but I was thinking more "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor. That's my jam.
I say that you go and start putting random people's name from the podcast on the list and just surprise them. Like when their name gets called, they're like, "What?" And just pick a fun song for them.
I have
I'll do tequila.
For one of the for one of the listeners, I actually have. I'll see if he'll take me up on this challenge for the Dirty Toro Robert. I wanted to sing "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Let's go!
I want to
What's
see him do
what's
that.
the Miley Cyrus song when she swing on the little Wrecking Ball?
Oh, Wrecking Ball.
That's Jackie got to sing that. Jackie
no. I could buy myself flowers one.
There you go.
The independent.
I've got 3 daughters. I've heard that song about 10 million times. So.
Oh, look, he said, he sings the Killer Humpty dance.
No, so okay. I want. All right, so your
Let's
choices
go.
are Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, or "We Belong Together" by Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Ooh, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, there you go. Sing one of those.
Jackie, which one, Jackie?
Oh, I don't. You know what? I actually sing better in Spanish than I do in English.
Okay.
So I'd probably pick a Spanish song.
Sing some reggaeton.
Reggaeton. That's more like Spanish trap. Like I don't rap.
Sing some Bad Bunny.
I sing.
We want to see you rap.
There you go.
No. No.
Well,
not today.
So yeah, everybody, if you come out to the Super Show, come hang out at Alamo Beer. There'll be karaoke afterwards. We'll have a good time. And Hefe right here, he'll show up on Friday if DJ goes. So DJ, you better be there.
I told you I'm a part of the podcast. Why wouldn't I be there?
DJ will be there even if I have to go pick him up.
I'm gonna Uber you.
So
I've got the car seat in the back for him and everything.
Oh Lord!
Here he go.
He got the diaper bag ready.
Yep.
So as we have been saying for the past couple of weeks, the tailgate is happening. We invite everybody out, obviously, to come out and tailgate. It's going to be a big old party because it is also my birthday party. But we've already got Orlando's Texas Barbecue confirmed. He's going to be out there slinging some brisket for the fine folks. We're going to have mariachis coming out for an hour. We have a DJ coming out. Other than this DJ, but like an actual an actual DJ. And then what was the name of the
hot dog food truck?
The hot dog truck. Yeah, I want to.
Donna, you want Donna? Throw it in there, Donna, if you want.
Let's see if we can.
Wait, it's a hot dog food truck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there'll be a hot dog food truck coming on.
I do want to throw it out there because there are so many different Brahma groups that we are in Lot B. There's a lot of tailgatings that are going on. So if you're seeing different tailgates and different lots, ours is specifically in Lot B. If you are part of the fan page, you will see our event there. The hot dogologist. Thank you, Donna.
The hot dogologist. There you go. Yep.
So
that sounds expensive. I mean, that thing gonna be like $1,000 a pop.
Yeah. Well, anyways, but Lot B is where we'll be at. So again, there's many tailgates going on and many that are being put out there, but ours is for the fans, by the fans. You'll see us there. You'll see the sombrero. You'll see our neon green canopies out there. We even have banners that show the fan page and the podcast, so you'll know where to find us. So lot B.
And I also got new flagpoles that are 10 feet long instead of
Oh
those
heck
little
yeah!
crappy.
So they don't
So
slap you when you sit down, because that's what it gets.
exactly. Yeah, so my flagpole. So look for the city of San Antonio flag and a Brahmas flag that will be waving 10 feet in the air. Because, yeah, I want to make sure we were found. But by all means, feel free to jump around. This is all a social event. We want to make sure everybody, doesn't feel compelled to, I can only go here, I can only go there. No, this is a community thing. That's why we call, we have a community ice chest full of community beer, because it's for the community. So feel free to jump around, hop around all the tailgates, and have a good time. And so while you're stuck in your
flag for you,
what's that?
Is that an everyday flag? You drive with it on the back of your truck every day?
Oh shit! If I wanted it, my truck already gets bad enough gas mileage. Come on now. And gas is $3 a gallon. Nah, I'm good.
True.
But yeah, no. So after you're done stuffing your face in the side of the at the tailgate, I want to give you guys a little treat that I personally have gotten to taste. I was invited by the Alamo Dome, and I want to make sure that I plug this. And this is This is a creation by Chef Patrick Cole. He has made a special menu that will be available on the concourse, so you're able to purchase these items throughout the concourse at the Alamo Dome. But there are 3 special menu items that you should be on the lookout for that I can tell you are absolutely delicious. One of them is going to be a loaded brisket sandwich, and he partnered with the Big Bib Barbecue for their brisket. So that's going to be option number 1. It's going to have smoked brisket, jalapeno slaw, crispy tobacco onions on there. So it's absolutely delicious. Like I said, I had it. It's great. The second thing that's going to be there is a sausage hoagie, and it's a foot-long jalapeno sausage with caramelized onions, habanero bacon jam, and then those blue Takis, the blue heat Takis? Yeah, those bad boys crumbled on top. So delicious. Yeah, if you like some spice, that's gonna be
DJ got that sensitive
Jackie,
palate.
leave me alone. Jackie, leave me alone. Jackie.
Now, if you're looking for a little bit more sweetness, like my boy DJ down there, then
wait. Rephrase that.
Non-spicy. Yeah, that came across a little bit wrong.
No, so
non-spicy.
if you're
you
looking
need non-spicy in your life,
or actually, you want me to rephrase this? If you want to eat like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, then this next item is going to be for you. All right, because this is something that is straight from one of his cheat meals. You know how he has his famous cheat meals on Sundays, where he eats wherever he wants. Close to it. So it's like a mixture of that with a mixture of what players get on game days. So players usually get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on game days. Well, Chef Cole took it a step further, and he is making what's called Rockin' Toast. Again, inspired by The Rock himself, where it's French toast peanut butter and jelly sandwich with banana and caramel kettle chips on the side.
That sounds delicious.
So it is that.
Wait, what kind of chips?
Caramel kettle chips. So kettle cooked chips that are So
if
like you're looking for
and salty,
if you're looking that is exactly what it is. Is that sweet and salty combination? So again, those 3 menu items: the brisket sandwich, the spicy sausage hoagie, and the Rockin' PB&J. Those are going to be special menu items only available at the championship game. I personally have tried all 3 of them. They are delicious. Whether you're looking for savory, if you want savory, go ahead and get your brisket. If you're looking for some heat, go get the spicy sausage hoagie. And then if you want the sweetness, go ahead and eat like The Rock and get yourself that French toast PB&J. And it is, I can tell you, that was my favorite, but that's because I think maybe I was craving something sweet that day. So yeah, make sure after the tailgate you leave some room for some of that delicious food there that they're going to be serving at the Alamo Dome. Because again, this is an XFL championship exclusive that they're going to be serving a special menu for the Alamo Dome. Of course, you'll have your other concessions, your hot dogs, nachos, all that good stuff. But these special concession items are only going to be available for the XFL championship,
Well, let me ask
available
you
throughout the
this.
concourse.
Let me ask you this:
I
Is
see
it going
this.
to be combined with other spots, or is it going to have its own personal spot?
Honestly, I don't know where they're going to be set up. All I know is that they're going to be available throughout. What I was told is throughout the concourse in the Alamo Dome. So you may have to do a little bit of looking. Just kind of like the same way. If you're looking for a Brahma beer, it's not available at all the concession stands. There's like certain concession stands that the Brahma beer is available at only. So you may have to look around a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of signs that say like special meal here kind of thing. But yeah, so definitely go and try out. Like I said, Don out here, right here, that rockin' PB&J. I could tell you, oof, I'm already getting flashbacks about it because it was so good. And see, about to get diabetes eating all three of those things. Yeah, pretty
Diabetes.
much, pretty much.
I see this
Especially
being a
that
plus
PB and
30
J.
pound
But
weekend.
trust me, it'll be worth it. Yep. It'll be worth it. And the thing is that, on Monday, I have a meeting or I have a doctor's appointment with my doctor, specifically the doctor that's been helping me with weight loss and stuff. So I'm just like, oh, God,
Oh,
that's not going to be good for me. And the doctor's going to be like, what the heck have you been doing? And I was like, football.
and
You're
beer.
going to be happy at all.
And
Football and
beer.
beer. But like, not even just regular beer, nothing but tall boys for like 10 weeks straight, just throwing it out there.
And
So
pretzels, and
yeah,
pretzels.
and pretzel. Oh yeah, sharing
The
pretzels
dancing
with my little
pretzel.
boy. Yeah, apparently, yeah, that was actually for my little boy. Well, Robert, so I can tell you that there's two HEBs that I know always have had it. That would be the one on West Avenue in Jackson Keller. And then if you're up north, the HEB Plus at Stone Oak. But if you're closer to downtown, the Almost Park HEB also has a crap ton of them. I was just there yesterday, and I was like, I need to buy all of these. I didn't, not yet, but I will buy a lot of Brahma beer. And
And
if
then
not, then you buy it at Alamo Brewery. They're gonna have it there.
the
And
HEB, but my HEB has it as well. The one that's off of Petrenko, straight up all the way Petrenko, far west. Off of
1604 Petrenko.
so
211.
211 in
211.
Petrenko, the
Yeah,
newer
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
no,
they have them, but you have to look. So when I went in there and I initially started looking for them, I was looking on the shelves and stuff. So, but they actually in the refrigerator. So you got to check the
yeah,
refrigerator, and they
where they
mixed
have the
in
tall
with like
Nice.
the
boys.
different cans and yeah. So
Yeah,
you might find it. Oh, and also they doing they doing a lot of marketing because I've seen a truck parked in the QT parking lot, and it's like a big old billboard in the back of the truck with the XFL championship game logo and time and stuff like that. I was gonna take a picture of it, I forgot. But yeah, they got it posted up. I noticed they doing a lot more commercials. I've seen it a lot on Facebook. So
yeah, they're going
yep,
heavy on social
they doing it.
media.
Yeah.
So
Didn't they just come out with like some discounts for the
Yep.
tickets
Yep.
for championship
20%
if
off
you haven't gotten them yet?
20% or something.
yeah, I think
Tickets starting
yeah,
as low as $25.
Okay. I
I
think I saw a
think
20% off one or something like that.
there's a code out there for 20% off. I can't remember what the code is, but yeah, get your tickets. I
It's
think
X Champ, the code X Champ.
X Champ. Yep, all caps, one word, X Champ.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, definitely come out. Like I said, if you can't make it to the game, at least make it to the tailgate. Be a part of the celebration. Be a part of the festivities. It's going to be a good time. It's going to, like I said, it's a celebration of football. A celebration of football in San Antonio. And this is going to be the last time that we get to get together in the dome for football until UTSA starts to use it. But it ain't gonna be the same as the Brahmas. UTSA, I'm all about that meat, but You know, the Brahma stole my
Yeah, meet
heart.
me.
You know, so we're going to go from doing this to this. You know, so it's an easy transition, I guess. You know,
Yep.
even though I didn't go there, but you know, not like my school matters anyway. So I adopted them as my school.
Well, that kind of leads us into who are we going? Who's going for what? What do you think it's going to be?
Oh, this is the last part before the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
the
So
super one, so I want to know who we going for. What do you think the score is going to look like?
DC
I'm gonna
by
go
far.
last.
What'd
Don't
you say,
forget,
Quinn?
Arlington took DC to overtime too, so I don't think they're gonna come in there and kill him.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that DC's just going to walk all over Arlington, right? Especially
Right.
with Perez at the helm. I do think that DC has the better all-around team. I know Arlington, with adding Perez, is a different team now, right? But I don't think that Arlington has the defense to stop Tamu. And so I think it's going to be the DC show. And I think they're going to probably win by about 4. So I don't know what the final score is because it's either going to be a shootout or it's going to be super, super tight. But I think that DC is going to win it by 4.
I don't
DJ,
know. I think it's
You're
don't
gonna
you dare,
say it.
I hate to be
don't
the
you dare.
I hate to be the outsider,
Oh
man, but
man.
I
Oh
don't
man.
I said it
Oh
weeks
man.
ago. I said
Boy,
don't sleep
bye. Just take him
on
out. Take him
Arlington
out.
with Luis Perez, man. The veteran. He's a spring football veteran. Don't sleep on him. And now let me tell you this: like if they come out looking like something, it's gonna be a long game. It's gonna be a high scoring game because DC gonna put up points for sure. But Arlington, man, they could, and DC defense has been slouching the last few weeks. So I
I
don't
don't
know,
know. You
man.
see how aggressive they came out against Seattle in that playoff game.
Hey,
They came out angry.
if we could put up
Yep.
28, hey, I'm just saying. So I
Ah,
mean, that's all I could think about. I'm like, man, look,
don't say that.
hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm
You're
just being
He's
real.
telling you not to say it. This is
I
why
don't
you're
want
you're
to
not
be.
you're
going to be on the
taking
podcast on Friday.
I don't want to
you're
be the
taking away
guy
from the
that
Brahmas accolades. That was a hard fought 28.
it was. I'm not
So,
saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying, like for the offense that we have, like it wasn't. We don't have the
well,
best
Arlington's
offense in the
offense
league.
ain't better than ours. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
it's gonna speak for
Do you know
itself.
what podcast you're on?
I mean, yeah, but I ain't. It's not. We're not talking about who gonna win between San Antonio and whoever. But I'm just talking about DC and Arlington. I know y'all don't like Arlington, but I'm just saying, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them.
Oh, again, I don't think anybody's sleeping on Arlington. I think we're being realistic about it. Arlington has a great chance to win it, but ultimately, we've seen how their offense plays, and while their offense is strong, their defense is not going to be nearly strong enough to hold back DC and that Tamu attack. Man,
Hey,
I don't think that they're going to have enough in the tank to do it.
we didn't ask 2 players already, and they all stumbled. Nobody said, "Oh yeah, DC." Nobody said that. They all stumbled like
Well,
like they know it's gonna be a good game. I'm trying to tell y'all,
oh
man.
yeah,
Y'all gonna be shocked. Like y'all gonna be like, wow, I did not. And it's set up. I think The Rock jinxed it too because he had a DC Defenders shirt on when he was working out. He
Oh,
jinxed it.
you ain't alone, DJ. Look at this. Arlington's
See,
gonna take it. There
see,
you go.
he jinxing it. He that had a shirt on. He don't never wear. He haven't wore a team specific shirt all season. Now the
he
last
has.
what team?
Didn't he? Didn't he have an
He had
Arlington
Arlington. That was the opening
thing
game.
on?
That was the opening game. He had an Arlington jersey on. That was the
Still,
opening game. I
still.
mean, the hub is there. I could see that, but I'm talking about like throughout the season, like while the games was going on, he haven't wore any team. Now he got a DC shirt on, so I'm like, he probably jinxed it, man. I
No,
can
watch.
see
He'll
that.
probably wear a Renegade shirt during another
We'll see.
practice.
If he don't, then it's
He
made up
wore
for Arlington to win.
he wore the Renegades jersey at the beginning of the
Yeah,
season for the opener, and that's about
pickup.
as
Yeah.
far as he's gonna go. So, Jackie, who you got?
Okay. I've always said that I would,
Don't be
want the
biased.
Texas team to win, but It's not the Texas team I want, so I will be going for DC. I'm sorry, my banditos that are on here. I love you guys, but
Y'all being biased right now. Y'all
how
don't
am I
like
being biased? I'm
Arlington.
just telling my truth,
Y'all don't like
sir.
Arlington, so y'all just
I'm
gonna put
telling
DC
my
down.
truth.
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
speaking
no.
my
All
truth,
right,
bro. I'm
all right.
speaking my truth.
Let me
DC's
come
gonna
at you
win.
now.
It's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be
Okay.
just like Jay. It's gonna be
Okay.
tooth and nail, but I'm
Hey,
going DC.
y'all said Houston was gonna beat Arlington. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
But hey, they got Wade Phillips.
They bench their quarterback.
Houston Wade Phillips did, that's their problem, But let me tell you, big game Bob Stoops ain't got the best record in the big games, you know what I'm saying? So that's one strike
Right there
against
it
him.
is.
Let's see, Luis Perez.
He getting
I've
comfortable.
seen him since college, and he played against my college, which was terrible. And he ate their lunch all day. So that's another thing. And I honestly think with as aggressive and as nasty as that DC defense was against Seattle, against Gucci, they took away the Gucci from the Danucci. Like, they just completely made him look like the off-brand Gucci that you buy off the streets at La Pulga. That Marbach Gucci is what they made him look like. And
Let's
so
go.
I think honestly the DC defense is going to come out angry, hungry, and they're going to make Luis Perez wish he was bowling again instead of playing quarterback. That's how bad they're going to come after him. And
look at DJ. He's
I'm gonna send this to Luis Perez too. I got him on.
Send it
I got
to
him on
him.
Instagram. I'm gonna tell him.
Send it to him.
I'm
Send it to
like,
him.
bro.
Say, I remember you losing to the Javelinas at Texas A&M Kingsville and having your lunch fed to you by them. I remember you talking about you being a bowling. You're gonna wish you were back bowling again. When you're picking yourself up off the ground and no one from your team cares, because that's how Dallas is. And I can guarantee you, all them Renegades players are gonna be coming out being like, "Oh, we're in San Antonio. This is Texas. Texas supports their own." They're gonna be hearing so many boos in that stadium. Oof. It's gonna be they're in for a rude awakening. They're gonna be the away team, even though they're the home team. They're gonna be the away team. Even though they're wearing their baby blues.
You see that
They're going to
comment
be
up there?
treated like the ugly redheaded stepchild of Texas, because they are.
Is this another bet? Well, let's see, Mr. Mayor. You just say it, and
Oh, he got Arlington.
I think this is him saying he's got Arlington,
Trying to
but
tell y'all.
I'll take that bet, Mr. Mayor. I know I lost the last bet, but after seeing
Hey,
DC,
you've been losing bets all year, man. So I'm just saying.
hey,
If you take
that
this
was
bet, I'm
Dang,
all right.
switching
DJ.
teams.
I'm just saying, because y'all try to pin me up against the wall. I'm trying to tell y'all, Arlington ain't no joke.
I lost the bet against Mr. Mayor versus Seattle. I lost the bet in Vegas. Sure, third time's a charm, brother. Come on now.
Period.
So yeah, that's what's up. So
Y'all might as well
I'm
put
just
that
saying,
powder blue on the way y'all over here.
nah.
I mean, all red
You
on.
need
Oh,
to.
no.
What do you mean?
Y'all need to
Oh,
put
You
all
no.
that red on. That red on.
Trust me. Oh well,
Oh, he said money in the bank for Arlington. Ooh.
I am
Oh my
already
goodness.
ready.
Oh, he got
I
the
am.
red. Oh,
I am
no.
already.
Okay, Dwayne Jorge Johnson.
That's what's up. I'm just saying.
Stop, boy.
I wasn't even gonna dress up as the mariachi until Captain Brahma, kind of had my arm twisted to be like, all right, I guess I'm going as a mariachi, but I'm gonna wear some red in that black and gold because and Jackie, I'm still gonna need that sign
You a
there.
sellout, man.
The
Wait,
sign's
how you
being
gonna
made
have red
still.
on and what sign? Which one?
None of your business. You just have to show it to the game.
Wow.
Yeah, the sign you're gonna see on ESPN. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I know what sign you're talking about. I know you're talking about. But you gonna have red on.
Sign
So.
girl.
Oh no, I'm just gonna have a little bit of red. I ain't gonna go full red. No, I ain't gonna go wearing no like red.
the people watching, they're gonna see how you bandwagon and jumping ships,
He ain't jumping
Wow,
ships. He's just
Because
bandwagon, huh?
your thigh head supposed to be all black and gold. You putting red on there now. See? Y'all see this? Y'all be talking about me. Look at him. Sellout.
Hey, again, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not cheering for DC. I'm cheering for Arlington to lose.
So don't put that red thing on there.
I expect to see the wave every time the Arlington offense is on the field, because when the reason, and I will stand by this, and this will be my final point before we go, because I know we're already past the hour, but the reason that DC even went to overtime with Arlington is because their fans got cocky and they got done making their little petri and they would start doing the wave. So as soon as the wave started happening, Arlington was like, "Oh, okay, this is our time now," and so now it's time to curse Arlington. So I will leave you with that and say, Arlington, prepare for a nightmare in the Alamo Dome. But yes, Donna is correct. My betting record is awful this season. I will say that.
Told you.
We'll see if the streak continues.
Yeah, we'll see if the streak continues.
You bet some more. We just don't know. I know you betted some more on something else. That's why you laughing. And you lost.
Well, apparently I'm about to bet with Mr. Mayor, so whatever that bet is.
He said he got money in the bank on Arlington.
Oh man, if you put money on it, he's gonna lose that money. I'm sorry, man. Vegas is not nice to you.
You got a lot of work to do in the dome then to try to get Arlington to lose.
Trust me. I did it in Vegas. I will do it in the dome. Oh my goodness. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining the Horns Forward podcast. We will see you guys at the Super Show on Friday. With the X-Fan Show, Smoking Guns podcast, B-Hawk Live, Rough 'em Up podcast, and yours truly, all four of us here making a super show, having the XFL, X-Fan Legion, all together in one place, celebrating football, the XFL, in this fine city of San Antonio. And then who knows, you might even hear some of us do karaoke with a couple of Brahma beers in us afterwards. So thank you guys again so much for joining us, and we will see you all this Friday. As we end it, like always, Horns forward, baby.
Horns forward, baby. Let's go.